slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some modestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
A very good morning to everyone. I hope everybody is able to hear me. So quickly in the chat, first of all, let me know all the professors if I'm audible enough. In the chat, if you're able to hear me, kindly mention yes. Okay, a lot of yes are coming. Okay. So all the dignitaries will be starting the session at 11:35. We'll wait 5 more minutes for everybody to join and then we'll start the session. Okay. Thanks a lot for your patience. See you again. Good morning to everyone once again. So I hope everybody is excited today on a Saturday morning. I can see more than 1,000 professors have joined us. And I want to know in the chat section on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you to learn today a new concept on AI that Mr. Varun Bhatt will be teaching us? On a scale of 1 to 10, quickly in the chat section, kindly mention with 10, 10, 10, 9, 11. Okay, great. 10, 10, 10. Very excited. Excellent. Very excited. 10, 10, 10. Okay, a lot of tens are coming in. Okay, more than 10 also I have seen. Great. Amazing. Yes. So we have seen throughout this series, throughout all the sessions, that you guys have input a lot of efforts to learn from Mr. Varun, and also your feedback on the sessions has been amazing. So continuing that, today also we have Mr. Varun. He'll be teaching us some new concepts on the same, and I am also excited to see it. So without any further ado, I will hand over the session to Mr. Varun Bhatt. Varun, over to you.
Yeah, thanks, Lok. Okay, hi everyone. Okay, so just want to ask, like, so far we have covered a lot of things. How many of you remember those things? Are you practicing it? Are you using it? Okay, started trying to, a bit confused in assessment, to some extent trying it. Okay, nice. Okay, nice to see that. Like, it's good that like when you started like just trying when you started just trying it, because once you get like started with this trying thing, what will happen, like you will find different kind of use cases, okay, that I want to apply here, because now every day things are changing. And even if I'm talking about college, or even if I'm talking about school, so what happens, like for like each one of you, it might be the scenarios might be different. So it might you might think that, okay, whatever I am actually examples I am giving, okay, that is like good as a generic, but it might not help you like in your you can say that your special use case. Okay, but what I'm saying is, like, since generative AI is already there, okay, now what you need to do is you need to bridge that gap. You need to bridge that gap. Now you have the knowledge, now you have the problem statement. Now how you can basically solve it using these kind of tools, frameworks and all. And if these tools and frameworks are not helping out to you, so is there any other tool which exists outside? Okay, it might be that tool I haven't discussed in the session, because there are actually a lot of tools. So that is the point here. Okay, and it's depend upon like how much you are trying, how much you are using it. And once you will see that, okay, now you can say that that amount of effort which you were used to put, like you can say that back in when you are not using the AI. So when you will see that difference, okay, when you will see the clear difference that how it actually reduces my time, then it will motivate you more to do more. Okay, so it's very important that like the motivation comes from like when you will see the improvement. And it's just that when you're blindly using it, like you might not feel that kind of motivation. So I would say that like whatever you learned, so start using it, and then you will also able to retain it. Otherwise, you will start watching my videos or you will read the notes. Okay. And it's something like, if suppose the 1 week already happened, or suppose 2 week already happened, and now at that point you might think, yeah, 1 week pehle I learned a lot of things, but now I forgot. Now I need to rewatch the video. So why you need to rewatch the video? Why you need to follow the notes again? The reason for that is because you haven't practiced it. Once you practice it, like it will get absorbed. Got it? Okay. So now, in the today's session, I'll share my screen. 1 second. Give me a second. Just sharing my screen. Okay. Okay. My screen is visible. Okay. Nice. So basically, in today's session, till previous session, what we have seen that how we can create the rubrics, how we can create the rubrics. Now, today's session is, you can say that, kind of little bit easy. Why? Because now once you created the rubrics, once you given the test to the student, now what will happen? The reports will come to you, the marks sheets, or all this thing will come to you. Now, what you need to do is you need to like convert that raw data into some kind of an actionable strategy. Okay, it's something like how you can do the analysis on it. And you do not need to worry, you do not need to go to, you can say that you do not need to apply any formula on Google Sheets. You do not need to apply any kind of logical thing. You do not need to learn any kind of statistics. You do not need to do any kind of sum calculation and all. It's just that when you have the data, you can basically generate a lot of insights out of it. Okay, so that is the main part. But now, before moving forward to the session, what I want today is I just want to review all the things. So, what I have done for today's session is I have compressed whatever we have learned till now. Okay, it's something like kind of a review and recap. Okay, first I'm giving you the review and recap, whatever we have learned till now, with with different sets of examples. Okay, with different set of examples, and it will just freshen up your mind. It's something like okay, these are the things which we have covered, and also adding plus XYZ, some plus extra information. Okay, which will be helpful for you. Got it, everyone? So everyone, it's something like everyone, we are actually taking a lot of food. Now it's something like we also need to focus on the digestion because already six session happened, and this is the seventh session. So basically the point is we also need to focus on the digestion thing. Okay. So that is the one thing. Okay. So now I'm coming with the like, and I will also give you some extra knowledge on that part. Okay. Should I begin? Okay. Now, guys, I was talking to you about like previously, I was telling you about this generative AI thing. Okay. So whenever we used to talk about generative AI, so what is generative AI is all about? What is generative AI is all about? So if I ask you, what is the meaning of generative AI? We used to say, na, this session is on like how you can use AI or generative AI effectively on your work. Then what is the meaning of generative AI? Anyone can answer? Okay, no coding needed. Automated generation of content. Okay, generate text, audio, image from raw data. Okay, nice. More, AI will generate content. Okay, using AI to generate content. Okay, okay, nice. So guys, like when I talk about generative AI, so the main point here is generative means like you are actually using it to generate something. But generating what? Generating content, generating images, generating code, generating anything. Like it depends. Okay, whatever you want to generate. So basically generative means generating like anything. And when I'm talking about AI means like using AI, like artificial intelligence. So now, like you can say that like generative AI is a type of AI. It's actually a type of AI which can generate, create new content, audio, images, text, code, videos, and all of that. And you know that already how the, you can say that how the industry is actually progressing on it. Okay, so basically when I'm talking about generative AI, so it is the combination of generative plus AI. Generative means generating content, text, image, audio, video, code, and AI means using artificial intelligence. Okay. Now, generally, like these are the topics. Generally, when we talk about you might have heard of all these topics like artificial intelligence, machine learning. Back then, you can say that 3 years back, like this topic, the machine learning was very popular. People used to lot to talk about it. Okay. So now, like, let's just try to understand some basic things. Okay. Now, when I'm talking about let's try to understand the AI, like what is AI actually. So now you know that generally when we talk about humans, okay, in humans, what we have is, you know that over the period we evolved a lot. Okay, we evolved in, like, we actually created like beautiful portraits. Okay, and like we went to moon. Okay, and like we actually created different kind of, you know that, vehicles and all. We also created like different kind of games. So you know that like how the evolvement is actually happened, and it all because of human intelligence. Okay, it all because of human intelligence. So right now you can say that whatever has happened, okay, how the, you can say that things are getting progressing, it's all because of human intelligence. Now you can say that like this is all because of human intelligence, but now what if I give that intelligence to the machine? If I give that intelligence to the machine, then it will become artificial intelligence, right? Because the human has the natural intelligence, or you can call it as a human intelligence. And if I give that intelligence to the machine, then it will become artificial intelligence. So basically you can say that in just simple terms, artificial intelligence is a broad field of computer science that focus on creating intelligent system capable of performing tasks that typically require human intelligence. Getting my point? These are just basics I'm just talking about. Later, I'll just also show you some examples. Interesting, right? Okay. So the main focus of artificial intelligence is that we just need to create as a human, like from our human intelligence, we need to create the intelligent system. Okay. And like which can do some specific task, which can do some specific task. Now, how basically, like when we talk about when we were talk about when I'm saying that how it is possible, so it is possible through, you can say that, machine learning. Now, what is machine learning? So basically, machine learning is a subset of AI that focus on development of algorithm and models that enables computer to learn and make prediction or decision. So now let's try to understand with a basic example. Okay. Now let's just go back to our story, like how we used to learn things. Okay. How it was possible that how we used to learn things as a, like when there is a child, and if that child is learning something, then how we used to learn it. So now suppose the child is actually seeing the apple, but right now doesn't know that like this is an apple. So what we used to see is we used to show the child that, oh, this is apple. Okay, can you see that? Like this is apple. So now child will do the repetition on his mind. So it is something like we are actually training the child. And once we are training the child, what will happen? Child will, yeah, through observe, sense, and association, right? So basically, through that, what will happen? Child will understand that this is an apple. But now, if I show the banana to child, then child will not be able to recognize it because he is not trained on it, right? If I show banana or orange, then he will not like recognize it. Why? Because he's not trained on it. But he will be able to identify apple. So suppose this child went to the parents took the child to some you can say that some relative's house, and they put a plate where a lot of fruits are there. Now child will recognize that, hey, this is apple. Okay, he or she might not be able to recognize the other fruits, but he will be able to recognize apple because he's trained on it, right? Am I right? Okay. So similarly, whenever we used to train the machines, so how we used to give that kind of intelligence? So that's why we need to do the training of the machines also. So suppose if I am training the machine on Apple, then I need to give the all possible images of Apple to the machine, because you know that there are thousands of images like which is there. Okay, so now you can see that like there are many images of basically Apple. Okay, now if I give that many images of Apple, so what will happen? The machine will be able to recognize it. Now later if I say that if I show something to the machine, now machine what it will do, it has camera as an eyes. So it will click the photo and it will try to match with all of them. And if it is matched, then in that case, you can say that like it is recognizing. Generally, in machine learning, what happened? It uses features as a something like what is a feature of, like suppose if you need to recognize me, or suppose if you need to recognize your mother, father, or like your friends, how you used to recognize it? Like just go back to the basic. Generally, in humans, how we used to recognize, we used to see the features. Everyone has a different mouth. Everyone has a different nose. It's something like they have some facial features. Okay. And if the facial features exactly match, then we can say that like these two are clone of each other. So each one of things has some features. When I'm talking about a book, when I'm talking about a cup, when I'm talking about anything, they have some features. Okay. So based on those features, you can say that like there is an algorithm which used to detect it. Getting my point? Understood? Just the basics. Okay. Everyone like getting this point? So similarly, we used to give a lot of snapshots to the machine, and what will happen? Machine will learn that, oh, this is Apple. Okay, and this is how, because the same thing which we are doing with the child, and child is also learning. The machine can also learn. Okay, so that's why when I'm talking about this GPT thing, this generative AI, this GPT is actually trained on a lot of like you can say that when I'm talking about this Gen AI, or you can call it as GPT. Okay, GPT is like a model name. So when I'm talking about GPT, it is actually trained on public data, like available on internet. So whatever data is actually available on internet, it is trained on it. Okay. It can recognize. That's why when you ask some question to it, it has the context. It used to say that, oh, okay, I can answer you on that thing. Okay, because it is trained on it. Now we are not going into the depth of it, but we just need to understand that like when we talk about, so whenever we used to train any machine, we need a lot of training. We need to give a lot of data, okay, to train. Some power, computational power we need, because we need large CPUs and all, because giving that many amount of data and like running the algorithm takes time. Okay, now I just want to show you like how, even though like it started from very basics, but how it is actually helping like in the real world. Okay, so there was a news like how you can say that a 17-year-old, okay, 17, doctor unable to diagnose a 4-year-old child, you can say that like kind of disease. But what happened? Like that mother, what she did is she wrote the symptoms on ChatGPT. Okay, at that time she wrote the symptoms on ChatGPT, and based on that, ChatGPT gives some suggestion like this is like this might be the possibility, and through that, like the correct diagnosis like become possible. So that was like one of the instance like which happened. So it is just I'm showing you like how the training like of this thing, like of this AI thing, how it is actually helping out people. Even when you are generating like I was telling you, how we are like how we were using it in our like in our research work, how we can use the AI in different set of like a set of works, like that in industry people are using to write code and all. So that is like I'm just showing you the kind of a one of the use case like how it is helping us. Now when you can ask that how GPT has all the context, because it is already trained on the large data set which is publicly available, public internet data. And we also discussed about the prompt engineering. So prompt engineering is a way through which you can talk to the AI. So that's why I already given you this analogy. Like, can you guess what it is? So many of you have said that like this X is actually an alphabet. Someone was saying multiplication Roman, but this X is actually not enough. And if I add extra information with X, so you can see that now the meaning is very clear. So this is alphabet X, this is Roman X, this is multiplication X. And now that's why I'm saying each one of them some meaning, but what change here is these are called context. Okay. So these are the context. So that's why we were learning prompt engineering. So it's something like the better you give the context, better you will, the communication will be. Okay. Now I just want to show you the results of two prompts. So can you see that like this pizza? Can you see this? Okay. So I just want to tell you this pizza is actually generated through prompt. This pizza is actually generated through prompt. Okay. Now I just want to tell you that how a pizza ad in advertising industry, how they are actually using it. So they save a lot of money, right? They saved a lot of money because now they have generated the image also, because now they do not need to do all the setup and they also need to do that photo shoot. It's just that by writing the prompt they can get the like image for their advertisement. So this is something like one example, but I just want to also tell you the difference, that this is like one of the, this pizza I actually generated from one of the prompt. Now another, this pizza is actually generated by another prompt. But what is the difference here is you can see that like how the like display of this pizza is different. Okay. So can you tell me like whichever like you it looks good to you, or you can say that like the prompt which is given by a professional, this one or this one? Okay. So yes, right. So this one is actually professional, but you can see that like if you add extra information to the prompt, like you can say that kind of a smoky flake and all this thing, if you put the details, and the tomato slices should be like larger. So in that case, you can say that you will be getting one. But the main point is like it depends upon like how the industry wants it, like how the, like suppose if someone wants the image, what kind of image they want, and whether they're able to generate it by prompt or not. Okay. Now we also use it, like I just also want to show you the difference between the prompts. Now if you can also write as a beginner, you can also write as a like, you can also, it's something like work out something and then you can frame a prompt. So you can see that like basic request, help me write a speech on artificial intelligence using ChatGPT. And this is an engineered prompt. So you can see that like here we have given the all the details and context. Compose an engaging 5-minute speech on the topic of AI using ChatGPT. Keep in mind that audience has like varying levels of technical knowledge. So can you see that like what is the meaning of basic request and what is the meaning of like kind of a giving a engineered prompt? What's the difference? So just connect it with the first thing which I said, like better the context, the more clearer the like communication. Yes. Okay. Now here you can see that. So when you're saying that okay CTRL, so basically here we have actually already given the context that what we want to do. Okay. So basically I have given the context that we want the like a 5-minute speech on artificial intelligence using like ChatGPT. Okay. And okay, now you can see that we have also defined the tone. The speech should begin with waiting introduction, discuss the historical context, and everything we have actually given here. Okay, everything we are actually given here, like all this thing, like what is the tone should like be. So basically, you can see that like and what was the R and L? Context, tone, role, context, tone. Okay. So basically you can see that like, yeah, context, tone, role, and level. So remember everyone, right? Or just that you forgot? So basically, you can see that we have already given the context by writing a 5-minute speech on this topic. And when I'm talking about the tone, so you can see that speech should begin with waiting, introduction, discussing the historic, all this thing. Okay. Now here, when I'm talking about the here we haven't explicitly defined a role. Okay, we haven't explicitly defined a role because it's okay, like in this case, because the level of detail we have given a lot. Please aim for a like mix of technical insight, real world example to keep this all this thing. Because that is just a speech thing which we want to generate. And here we have actually used it like in a very effective manner. And you can also write it like act as like if you want to give the role, context. Oh, sorry, a role. Okay, so basically you can see that like how all like the actually all those combinations are actually making it. So guys, remember also one thing, CTRL thing you will be using in the beginning, but later when you will be moving forward, it's something like with the time you will keep the framework aside and then you will be start using it without CTRL because now your brain is trained on it and how to write the prompt. Right now, like today time, like when I used to write the prompt, I do not use the direct for any kind of framework. Why? Because in the beginning I used to do it, but when I used when I was keeping like, did you remember that in a bicycle there were some extra pair of two tires we used to add for the children, so that in the beginning they should able to start like they get to know about the bicycle. Okay, and when they get comfortable with riding the bicycle with those two extra those extra pair of tires, so at the later phase we removed it. Okay, and then now the child will train on the level 2 thing like without those extra tires, then how to ride the bicycle. Now the same thing I want to the same thing I want to tell you is, in the beginning you use the framework, but later with time what will happen, like you will or either you will create your own framework or either what you will do is you will not use it because now your brain knows. Okay, now that is the one thing. Now here I was just want to tell you that like there is a difference between giving a basic request, okay, help me write a speech, and you can say that like this was the difference in the previous one, and in this one you can see that how the difference is coming. Okay, so basically this yeah, prompt engineering is a very powerful technique, but how can help you? So there are a lot of problem statements like where it can help you to solve the problems. So either you want to write a JD, content creation, understanding complex documents, product development, lead generation, creating a. So there are a lot of scopes. It's just that we were learning for our teaching thing only, but right now I'm just showing you that how you can use it for a different kind of thing. Okay, getting it? So there are broad areas where you can use it, or even though like if you are working on some any other area, so like you can also explore that part. Now, you can keep it aside. Okay, this part you can keep it aside because we stick with the CTRL. Now, here you can see that like when I'm talking about this was the example which I have given you one of the earlier session, that the more context you are giving, like when I'm talking about explain acid and basis, and then we had more additional basically context, then we add more context to it, then you can see that then you already know that like I tried this example in one of the class, how the you can say that results were like differ. Okay, so now the next thing is when I'm talking about this uh, like how you can use this GenAI smart expert assistant. Like it's just that you can also use for email, design briefs. You can also create for JD post and all this thing which I've already mentioned. Okay. Now I just want to show you like the few examples of like some prompting thing. Okay. So one of the example is zero shot learning. So basically zero shot learning is when you are not giving any example. Zero shot means you are giving actually zero example. You are giving actually zero example. Okay. Now, when you are not giving any example, you are directly asking a question. Create 10 question spelling test for an 8-year-old. So it will give me the this kind of thing. Now, if you ask that, like if you give few short learning, few short means you are giving some examples. So example is also a very powerful thing. Okay. Even though if you are not using CTRL method, even though if you are not using CTRL method, but if you are giving the examples, then you can understand that ChatGPT is very powerful on taking the example and understand all the thing, context, tone, like role, like all the level and everything it will understand from your examples. In that case, you might not need to use the CTRL thing. You can just directly start with the prompt and give the examples. So you can see that create 10 questions. So here we are using, previously we were not giving the examples. Create 10 question spelling test for 8-year-old. Use the following example. What is the spelling for an animal that barks? What is the spelling of a treat after you have eaten supper? What is the spelling for a device that makes sound before you answer it? So you can see that accordingly, it has also added the puzzle element into the question. So that is the meaning of like few shot learning. Okay. So like few shot basically means giving examples. And when you give more examples, then you will find the like different kind of answers. Okay. Now let's just explore different use cases. I just want to show you more use cases on it. Okay. You can on the email you can also set the tone. When I'm talking about na, setting the tone, so you can see that like this is an email which is having a basic tone only. Okay, so now you can see that I hope this message find you well. I'm writing to request an update on outcomes and any action item from our last meeting. If there are any minutes or notes available, could you please share with them at your earliest convenience. Okay, so basically you can see that, can you write me update request email? So this is a request. I think it is written by a manager. So and asking for the meeting pointers. So it is the tone. So let's say this is just a simple tone. Now, if I'm saying that conversational Spartan tone, okay. So what does it mean? So hope you are doing great. Just want to quickly check in about last meeting. Any update or next step I should be aware of. So you can call it as like a kind of a seniority tone. Okay, kind of a seniority tone, but it's just the same message, but the tone has changed. Now, hey, can you write me update request with a professional tone? So the same message, but now like having a professional tone. I trust this email finds you in a good health and spirits. Following our recent meeting, I'm keen to obtain an update on the discussed outcome and any subsequent action. So this is like a very polite, okay, when you are actually giving a professional tone. And when you are giving a professional casual tone, so you can see that I hope this email find you well. I'm just touching base to get a quick update on what we covered. So it's something like sometimes we are using a professional language, but sometimes we are actually using a, you can say that kind of a some casual kind of terms. So this is how you can see that like how the framing is happen. Understood? Like how what is the different kind of tones which you can set also. It's not only about the basically output, but it's also about the tones. Like getting it, everyone? So that is another thing. Now I just also want to tell you about the like we have also discussed about how to summarize the long and research paper and all. Okay, and this we have, I think we have already discussed that you can also give the documents and you can upload it. You can also do the summarization. You can also ask question on it. Now I just want to show you like the another one examples. So basically for demonstration, what I did is for demonstration, what I did is for demonstration, what I did is I'm actually using this kind of a this kind of a like data set. So what is this data set all about? This is actually containing the company names and what is the revenue which they have attained. So it is just for like doing analysis. Suppose if I'm a company guy and I want to do the analysis on it, and then what kind of analysis I can do. So I just want to show you all that part to you. So in that case, like suppose if I just show you, so you can see this, like the data I have uploaded here. Okay. Now it is, the data is actually giving me all the information that this data is containing all this thing. Okay. It's something like the same sheet I have uploaded here. Okay. Now after that, I'm just asking some few questions, like just give me the analysis in the form of bar graphs and charts. Now you can see that even though these graphs are not available, it's not present in the data, but it is actually creating on its own. So basically, not only for you can say that for developer field, but also for analytics, like when you need to analyze the data. So there we also using it like the this GPT thing. Getting my point? So you can see that like how the all the variables are coming and how it is actually performing and creating the graph, bar, and charts. Now I'm coming to the next point. Now let's, since we have actually, now the recap is done. Okay, since we have seen like we started like beginning from the session 1 till now, there were a lot of things which you have seen, a lot of use cases which you have seen. Now the main thing here is like your use case might be different, so in that case you need to apply accordingly. Okay, that's why I began my session with this thing, like how many of you are actually applying all this thing. Getting it, everyone? Okay. So now next topic is like which we'll be going to discuss, is how we can convert the raw metrics into actionable strategy. Now, guys, you already remember that like in the previous session, we discussed about the rubrics. And if you just give the rubrics and student data, then you will get the final sheet. Okay, where the marks are assigned. Final, you can say that mark sheet or something. Or you can say that, and the report, it depends upon the prompt. So rubrics plus student data, and automatically what will happen? It will create the data for you, the final thing. Okay, final mark sheet will get created. Now, like if we have this final data, if we have this final mark sheet data, then how we can apply it to, so that we can do some analysis on it. Okay, how we can do the analysis on it. Now, I just want to ask, like, whenever you used to give the test, whenever you used to some take test from the student, so generally you will get your marks on the sheet, on the Excel sheet, right? Generally you get the like marks on the Excel sheet, right? So in that case, what happened? Like, I'll just need to create a dummy sheet. 1 second. So, so this is basically the uh, mark sheet. Okay, now you already know that like whenever you used to get the student data, you used to get the data in the form of like tables and all. And one common format like which you have seen that like that is a CSV format. And if you have the data, you know that you can download in any of the format like CSV, web page, PDF, any other thing. And CSV is like a most common format like where we used to like like export our data. Okay. Now, just want to ask like you all are aware of CSV format, right? Okay. Okay. So I just want to tell you, like, suppose if I'll just show you, okay, don't worry. Like, if you are not aware, like, don't worry about it. But I'll explain you that part. Now, for now, suppose if I want to, like, I want a dummy data. So what I'll do is I'll just put the dummy data here. So you can see that like this is a dummy data which I have put here. Okay. So I have added some dummy data here. Okay. And in this dummy data, what happens is like there are some student information and the name of the student and each student got some marks on 3 subjects. So this is the thing which like which we have got. Now what we need to do is like since we got this thing, okay, since we got this data, now what we need to do is like it might be possible now the students are actually giving the test on the 1 second. The students are giving the test on some platform, okay, and where the you can say that the scores are actually coming. Getting my point? Now what you can do is now if I have this data, so either I can export it to CSV, and if I export it to CSV, so I'll just show you. So this is actually in this way, like you will be able to open this file. In this way, like this is a downloaded one, and in this way you can say that the file will come. Okay, which you can open it, and later you can also upload it. Later you can also upload it into your, you can say that kind of GPT and all. Okay. Now the next thing is like once we have this kind of a data, now what we can do is we can generate the AI insights from the AI. Okay. Now what I will do is I will just go to GPT, and one way is what is the one way which I can do is I can just copy the data, okay, here directly, and now I can write a prompt. Okay, I can write a prompt here. So what prompt I can write? I have data from a class exam, okay, in 3 subjects for 10 students. The data is in table format. 1 second. The data is in table format, and the data is in table format, and now each student's name and their score in English, maths, science. So what I can say, please analyze this data. Yeah, you can also convert a PDF to Excel. So there will be a lot of tools online through which you can do it. Okay. And give me a summary of insights. Give me summary of insights. Okay. Or insight of which, what insights? including which subject were high and low. Yeah, it is also possible in bar charts. Okay. Who the top and bottom students are, and suggestion how I can help the class to improve. Okay. So basically, this is my prompt. I have the data from a class exam with three subject for 10 students. The data is in table format, student name and their school in English, math and science. Please analyze the data. Give me a summary of insight, including which subject were high and low. Who the top and bottom student, suggestion how can I class to improve. Now, if I just do the now you can see that like the first one is subject wise performance. So you can see that like the average score is in this one. English is the highest subject score. Top and bottom student. Neha Gupta is, you can call it as like who topped the class. And Kavita here, you can say that like is in the bottom. And you can also get it like the student categories. High performer is these ones. Mid performer are these one. Struggling one, these one. Suggestion to improve the class. Maths needs most attention. Conduct weekly practice session, doubt clearing, and short quizzes. Science concept may need simplification or more visual aids. English is relatively strong, but ensure low score like Kavita are supported. Okay. Student level support like Kavita, foundation concept across subject. Okay. And Pooja, targeted help in math. Rahul, this. So, in general strategy. So, can you see that like here in this way? Right now, I do not have that much kind of data. If you have the data, then you can directly give it to me. Otherwise, what you can do is like I can also import, I can also add the file. Okay, I can also add the file from here. Right now, what I did is I actually copied the data, but instead of doing copying, generally we do not do the copy. Okay, what we used to do is we used to basically, what we used to do is we used to add the import the file. Okay, so if I just show, if I just write the same thing, how to import the file, just come to the plus button, add file. Okay, and just I was having a mark sheet file which I exported, mark sheet dot sheet1 dot csv. So this is which csv which I have actually exported from here, which I exported from here. So you can file come and you can download, you can export to csv. So if you click here and if you import it there, then what will happen? Then it will give you the same thing. So importing a file is like, you can say that like it is more convenient than copy pasting. Copy pasting is not a good practice. Okay, getting my point? No, this is not, no. This is how this is overwhelming. What you can do is you just put the data on the sheet. You just copy paste it, you can use it, and then you can just use the prompt. So let's do this exercise. Okay, you might have the data of your student. What you can do is I'm sharing the prompt link with you. You can try out this thing for with your own student data. Okay, because I cannot ask for your student data because that is personal to your college and university. So that's why. But what you can do is here I have actually given the prompt. So just try out. Okay, the prompt is there. Copy paste this thing. Okay, whatever data which you have like in any places, and if that data is not structured, if suppose if you have data at any random places, you can give that data to chat gpt and tell it that okay, put it in a, like you can say that, tabular format. Right. When you're asking standard error median for this data, anything you can try it. Okay, it can handle most complicated situation as well. I'll just ask. Okay, uh, in the above data, help me find do the following. Just I'm putting the standard errors median for this data. So you can see that this is kind of a whisker plot. I think you were asking about that. Standard errors, okay. And like I do not know, like I need to check it. But the main part is like median score, and you can see that like everything you got it. So it can handle most complicated situation as well. So you do not need to worry, and which you can download here. Yeah. So okay, if you have a PDF file, then what you can do is if you have a PDF file, like I just need to search for on the internet PDF, one second, PDF file data, so that I will be able to. Can you give me any file for reference? Can you give me any file for the reference on chat? Like if that is shareable, then only I can I can show you. I need that example. No, it can work for any format, any format. It can work for any format. Okay, so I want to show you one more thing. I want to show you one more thing. Let's see. Okay, do you want to see it? Okay, so let's see. So basically, now put all the, now I want to create the report. Now I want to create the report of the above in a structured format, in a structured format. Create a Word file, create a Word file which contains all this. Okay. Now I want to, so what I want to do is I want to create a Word file which will contain all this reporting thing, whatever it has actually given me. Now what it will do, it will actually create a Word file out of it. Okay. Now what I'll do is here you can see that like it is giving me a Word file. Now here it has given me a download. Now what I'll do a double click on it. And can you see the Word file? Is it cool? And now what I'll do is I'll come to Google Doc. Okay, now this is my Google Doc. What I'll do, I'll come to here, I'll copy all this thing. I'll paste it here. Got it? Now what I can do is I can just structure it in a way like the way I want. So suppose I want to like increase it to 12. Okay. And I can also basically like whatever I want to structure it. Now I want to put this into a table. So you can select it. why that this thing is not coming. I think this is already in a table. One second. So I can write refine and you can put a prompt here. So basically we can also use Gemini here. So you can just select it. You can say that, okay, structure it. You press enter, it will structure it. You can insert it. So you can see that like the performance has been coming here, student performance summary. Okay. And this I can now like remove it. You can put a second thing here. Okay. Like getting my point, what I'm doing here, creating a report. And now you can structure it accordingly. You can select this part. Okay. And I can say that structure it, enter. What it will do, it will just structure it in a proper way. And then I can remove this part and it is something like this. Okay. And the document format, I can select it to, suppose this is nothing. And what I'll do is I'll just select the on Calibri. If I just select the format as 10.5 and I'll just improve it to 12. Okay. And like this is just giving the doing the formatting, like the most of the work which you are doing. Okay. Getting it? It is safe. It is not a problem. When you're saying that, is it safe to secure chat sensitive? Like I'm not sensitive if you're saying that student marks and also that is not a big issue. That is not a big matter. People are actually using it like very widely. But I hope now you got the point and you can also export it. You can also download it in any of the format. Okay. And also one main thing is like suppose if you are saying that uh like suppose the structure which you got here, I don't like the structure. Okay. I have to submit the report. I have to submit the detail analysis of the test to VC sir, Vice Chancellor sir. So accordingly, create the report with detailed analysis. Now it is actually creating it. Let's see. So this is a detailed report actually. Okay. Now I like it. Now create a Word document of this. I do not know about like whether you can do it without logging or not. So the structure is not coming good. One second. We need to format the structure. Okay. The formats. One second. I'll just give it of below in structured format. So is it good? The detailed report. Okay. I hope this is nice. Okay. It actually created a very structured format, everything in like put like in a very proper way. And if you want to edit it, what you can do is you can select everything. Okay. And if you want to if you want to edit it, you can come to the doc. And what you can do is if I just delete everything, you can put it here. Now you can see the doc has come here. Now you can edit everything, whatever you want. Okay. Now you can add like do all this thing. So very systematic, yeah, very systematic, structured, and all this thing. So I'm just sharing the prompt with you all. Okay, which you can explore and which you can see like how things have been done here. Okay, now I want that I want that the prompt which I have shared with you all, the prompt which I have shared with you all, you just try it with one of your documents so that you can create a detailed report and you can write a like prompt accordingly. Okay, so it's something like now I have given the context here, so you know that like here I haven't followed the CTRL because now I'm very used to it. I know that what is the point which I need to give when I'm saying that okay I need to I need a detailed analysis for all this thing, then automatically it will get the context. So when you use it a lot, then it's something like you will get free from the framework, and then what you can do is now you can the you will write the prompt in your own way. Okay, so just try it like just quickly try it in the class. I'm sharing the like the analysis happen na, right? Like we did the analysis, right? Previously, when I wrote the prompt, so I told that just do the analysis like all this thing. What is the student specific action which we need to do? So if we have a PDF and PDF to tabular form is also possible. What you can do is you can upload the PDF file here from here also. Okay, if you upload the PDF file also, then automatically we'll get it. Right now, I do not have any PDF file which contains some kind of a tabular data. Okay, so one question is coming. Is there no false analysis? So I just want to say that like you also need to do the validation, and how you can do there is a where like you cannot blindly follow the output, right? So when you even though when you get the output, so I would just say that like just go through this data and see this thing ki, okay, the scoring is like one of them is correct or not. That is the first method. Okay, so I just want to tell you about the validation. Okay, so there are two steps of validation. So first step one is I'm just telling you that how you can validate that whatever the report it has created is correct or not. Step one is use GPT for the validation, for the validation. And how you can use the GPT? So now you know that like my this data sheet is class exam analysis. So what I'll do is I'll upload this file, class exam. This is my class exam analysis report. Okay. So this is my class analysis examination report. So you upload it. Then after uploading it, you can say that uh, now your job is to go through this file and check whether all the data all the data points are correct or not. It should be very thorough. It should be very thorough and point out if there is any error. If there is any error. So if the GPT you are using it to create something, then you can also use the GPT to validate it. Okay. And the last step, so I'll just, if there is any, okay, do the full scan of check. It looks like you uploaded the dot pages file. Okay, okay, sorry. I actually uploaded a wrong file. So 1 second, what I'll do is, this is my, 1 second, what is the file name? Okay, now I uploaded the document. Now let's see what will happen. So now it is giving me the thorough validation. Based on the all the values are accurate, match, calculated, no errors in the subject-wise table. Everything, all average and classifications are correct. Okay, and this thing is correct, and this thing is correct. Recommendation, all this thing is correct. So you can say that like all data point interpretation you report are 100% accurate. Now, once you are done with the validation from the GPT, now step 2 is manual validation. Manual validation basically means you need to go through the document and just check if there is anything which is actually creating some issue or something like which is not correct. Getting it? What I'm saying? Step 2 is manual validation. The first validation will be done by GPT, and then you need to do, because checking is a very crucial part. So you just need to remember one thing. Can you read this line? Can you read this line? What it is written? I'll just copy it for you. It is written ChatGPT can make mistakes. Okay. So you cannot rely on totally on it. Yeah, manual validation is important too. यार जीपीटी तो बोल देगा यार हमारी कोई गलती नहीं है, आप हमने तो लिखा हुआ है, we already said this thing, we can make mistakes. Okay, but even though I would say that like the data which it is given, like that is lot better. Okay, and validation, it is, I'm not saying that every time there will be a mistake. It's something like it might be possible, it might be possible, and accordingly you can handle it. Okay, now that is all it. Now what I'll do is, now I'll just show you the step-by-step process of, let's see. Now imagine that let's take an let's do a demo. Okay, let's do a complete demo on the student. Like what are the possibilities? Okay. Now imagine that like I have the student data. Okay, I have the student data like in this format. Suppose if I have the student data in this format. Okay, that name, English, math, science, social studies, Hindi, and student name with their marks, all the student with their marks, like everything is actually here. Okay, now what do I need, what I need to do is like first what I can do is like if I do not have any kind of a sheet, if I do not have any kind of a, you can say that CSV file or anything, and if I only have the data in this format, then what I can do is I can just copy this data for now. Okay, I'll come to the chat GPT, I'll paste it here. Okay, now the first thing which I want to tell GPT is, okay, like suppose if I am asking some this kind of a question, the question is, Okay. If I just ask the question this, and directly I'm not converting this data into any kind of, like you can say that, in a tabular format. I'm just directly asking the question in this kind of a vague data. So you do not need to worry. GPT will understand that, like GPT will convert it into a tabular, or you can say that it will understand this form of data also. So there you do not need to worry. So what is the average score for each subject, and who is the highest scoring student? So if I put it here, now what it will do, it will give me the analysis on it, like who is the highest scoring student and all this thing, all data here. Okay. Now the next thing which I want to, what the next kind of a verification. So this is the first kind of a analysis one, which I did here is, this is this. Now the second analysis which I want to do here is analysis two. The second kind of analysis which I want to do is, now I need to figure out all those students who have, you can say that, like who actually scored below 40 in any subject. Okay. Now let's do one thing. Now I'll come to the point here. Okay. Yes, I will provide the notes, don't worry. Okay, now what I'll do is, I'm just asking that which students score below 40 in any subject. Now when I'm putting it here, now what it will do, it will tell me like all those students who actually get 40. So this is the one student, like Fatima, math, like she got like more less than this. So she scored uh, below 40 in math. So you can see that, like these are the things how it is actually giving me the answer. Okay. Now, next, what I can do is I can also ask the data to be put in like in some format. Okay. Now I will ask that, okay, please put that in a markdown table. Suppose if I'm writing that, please put that in a, so when I'm giving in a markdown table, what will happen? It will create a markdown format of it. Okay. So this is kind of a, like markdown is like one of the format. Okay. And here you can see that like how it is giving me the like answer. Okay. And I can also ask that, okay, give me it in a, please put that in a bullet points. Suppose if I'm saying that, please put that in a bullet points also. So it will give me a bullet points also. So you can see that it has given me the bullet points. Okay. Now the last thing is, what I can do is, I can ask that, I can ask that, like based on the above performance data, suggest something teaching strategies or remedial plans to help the students improve, especially those who scored below 40%. Provide the suggestion in a few bullet points. And basically, you can, so you can see that like this is the prompt here. Okay. And here I'll put it in this way. Now, based on that, like it is actually giving me the remedians, like what we can do for the low scoring student. And this is something like this kind of a thing. So schedule short weekly one-on-one session with Charan and Fatima to address the specific learning gaps in social studies and all. Okay. Getting my point? Okay. Next thing what I'm saying here is, like you can also add extra element to it. So suppose if I'm saying that, uh like suppose if I just improve this prompt from the class marks data, find any student who scored below 40 in any subject, list their marks and subject in which they scored below 40. Okay. So it is not like just a single thing I'm asking. I'm asking the complete thing. Like you also need to list those subjects which actually here where it is actually stored less than this. Okay. Next thing is, the next kind of a prompt which I can give is like this. Please print the above result in a clear format. For example, show the subject averages in a markdown table and list the highest lowest as a bullet points. Okay. So you can see that subject wise is actually in the tabular format, and performance highlight in actually in a bullet points, and student in subject is actually coming here. Okay. Now the next thing is, given the class, suggest 3 to 5 teaching strategies or remedial action to help student outcome. Focus especially on subjects that scored low. And here I'm just putting in this way. So this is a kind of a similar thing which we have discussed already. But the point here is how you can use the different permutation and combination of the prompts. How you can use the different permutation of combination of the prompts. Okay. Now what you can do is you can also search the web. Okay. And you can ask for, okay, provide me the links, provide me the links where provide me the links where all the above remediants has been researched and proven. I'm just trying testing it out. Okay. So it will be searching on the internet. So basically here you can see that like it is actually given me that implementing focus remedial class has been shown significantly improved academic, because I also want to see that na, even if you are telling me to do something, I also need to see that whether that is research proven or not. Now what I am doing is target implementing focus remedial class has been showed significantly improved academic performance among underperforming students. For instance, a study highlight that remedial teaching affects supports weak student with 70% better achieving better academic performance. So here they have also given me the link which you can read out. So this is a kind of a research which has been done on this part. Now you can come to the second one. Utilizing diagnostic assessment help identify specific learning gaps. Okay, research indicates that diagnostic feedback promotes learning and is more effective than traditional feedback methods. Okay, so you can also come to the the links, and if you just see the links, so there you can read about it. Okay, what is actually research is saying about it. This is another research which is actually like on the same title, on the same topic. Okay, how it actually helps. So you can see that now you can just go through each of this pointer and you can see the like in an elaborate manner, and you can also read the research on it, what they are saying, what the research is saying, and then you can apply it in your teaching methodology. Getting my point? So it is not just I'm asking the remedians, I'm also asking the like whether these remedians are research proven or not. It might be possible that I'm blindly applying something. It might be that it will not give me the result. Understood, everyone? Does it helpful? Okay. So you can play around with any data. You can I can also ask for give me the graphical representation graphical representation of the data in report in bar and charts in charts for top students, bar and charts for top students, for low performing students, for those who are progressing. So now let's see what will happen. So you can see that like top performing student, something is, the name is actually not, okay. So, okay, this is like the student who is actually top performing. This is Bhavna Singh only, who performed Charan Das and Fatima Khan. You can see that like this one. And progressing student like Devika Rana, like who is actually calling it as a progressing student. Student scoring in a moderate and showing room for improvement. Okay. And want comparison of all the students. So can you see that? Like for all the student comparison happened. So just in my one click, in one prompt, what is happening? Everything is coming up. Even if it is like creating a reports, even if it is creating graphs, even if it is analyzing the student performance. So can you see that? Like you do not need any kind of assistant. This assistant is very helpful, and you just need the student performance data. Even though your time on creating the rubrics, even though your time to creating a question paper, everything has been already you can say that you can say that optimized by GPT. And even though even you can also analyze their reports and everything, so you can say that like this is an end to end. Okay, so plot, I don't know like about the contour plot, like whether it will be able to do. Let's see. Dynamic dashboards you can explore. Okay, you can explore. Like it can help you to create that dynamic dashboard. So suppose I want to create dynamic dashboard like Power BI. Okay, now can you give me the script? I want to create a dynamic dashboard. I want to create a dynamic dashboard on Google Sheets. Create a script for me for above. So it will give me a script. So it will give me a script. So you can say that this is a, for this table, it will give you the Google Sheet script. Okay. And you can apply those scripts there. Okay. You can explore that part. Yeah, that. So you see that like app script, you can go to create an app. You can use roll number also. That is not a problem. That is just a dummy data. Okay. I just need to see, okay, something has changed here. Okay, I just need to go through it. Okay, something has been changed into this app script. But that is not a main thing. But I'm just telling you that you are actually you are also getting this thing here. Okay, this is the app script. Sorry. This is app script. And I'll just try it out. One second. I'll just, where is the, this is the app script. I'll just copy it here. I'll just paste it here. I'll save it. I'll run it. Okay. So basically, what will happen? I think it will create some kind of a dashboard. So I need to see. I don't know. I need to check something like why this is happening. So there is something, some verification error is coming. But I'm just telling you that even though you can also do it with your script, if you want to create smart dashboards, you can get the basically app script code. So the same which you are doing for creating a Google form. Did you remember that? I using the app script only, I created the Google form. Similarly, you can create the dashboards, like dashboard, like all the performing dashboard, how students are doing, like in all other tabs using the app script, just putting the script there. Okay. And you can generate the script using like this, using GPT. Got it? And everything rest of everything I'll be sharing with you, like in the notes that you can explore. Okay. And don't worry if the roll number is not there, that is not a problem. That was just a dummy data which I was using. You can also, you have your own data. You can try out all this thing on your. Okay. So I hope this session helped you, and this will be helping you like in your, you can say that like in your journey, okay, with students, analyzing the student data, okay, creating a attractive assignment for them. Yes, over to you, Shlok. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Varun. It was really insightful session. I myself enjoyed it a lot. So thanks a lot for sharing those insights. And quickly, if professors on a scale of 1 to 10, if quickly you can mention in the chat how much you like this session so that, we can let Varun also know instantly about your response. 10, 10, 10, 11, 10, 10, 10. Okay. So yes, we can see it is very evident that everybody was able to learn a lot and, enjoy this session. So thanks a lot, Varun, for the efforts. And
Yeah, thank
I'd
you,
like to,
Shlok.
yeah, so I'd like to extend that appreciation. Now, for the professors, again, we have the poll for you today. And the AI change makers that you all are, we have received immense response from many of you. And we even connected with few of the students. And we'll be scheduling the counseling and all for the students next week. Since till 1st of June, you all have the time to nominate the students. But a lot of people, a lot of professors said that they will be, they want to become the AI change maker and they will be circulating this among the students. But on that note, I was checking the names of the professors, but we haven't received the response from everybody on that level. So that is something that just I want to reiterate that kindly, if you want to be the AI change maker, if you want to create that difference in the life of your students, kindly circulate the message so that IIT Patna, the initiative that is being taken by them, we can give this opportunity to the students to learn from the best professors in the industry, the core concepts of AI. So again, the poll I'll be launching and all those things that we discussed that, people who want to nominate their students and how many students they can nominate and all that will be mentioning in the poll. So kindly complete that poll and the poll is on the screen now. And whoever is not able to see the poll, we will be sharing the Google form in the chat. So just a second, I am also sending the Google form in the chat for people who are not able to fill the poll. Okay. Now the people who are saying that students are busy with exam and all that, that's completely okay. If the students are occupied with their exams, it's not a problem, but the form filling takes just 2 minutes or something. So if the students are able to fill the form, we will have the nominations of the students before their, this deadline is over. That is something that is more crucial, sir and ma'am. This is something that, we don't want any commitment from any student. We don't want anything. The nomination part is something that is having a deadline. So this is something if you can just ask the student to take 2 minutes out on a weekend, even if on Saturday or Sunday, if they can do it for 2 minutes, this is something that will be okay. Okay, there is no problem in that. That's how it is. Okay, I can see all of you have started filling the poll and the Google form. Now, one thing I'm doing in the FDP WhatsApp community, I am sharing the message that you need to share with the students. I'm sharing it right now in the FDP WhatsApp community. Now, this is something that, just in the chat, if you can mention are you able to see this message or not, then I'll be able to tell you. Quickly in the chat, if you are able to see the message in the FDP WhatsApp community, quickly let me know in the chat. Okay, I can see. Yes, it's visible. Okay, okay, I can see. Yes, yes, I can see. Yes, yes. Okay. So all of you are saying yes. Okay. So in the FDP WhatsApp community, the message is there now that you need to share with the students. It has the brochure, it has the nomination form link. The students can see it. Okay, very well. People who have already shared, we appreciate it a lot. People who are saying that they'll do it before Sunday, I have shared the message that you need to share with the students, and you can do it right away today, tomorrow, whenever you want to do it, but please do that. Okay. Yes, hi Dr. Veena. I have received your message as well, and thanks a lot for you know taking a part in this initiative and kind of sharing it with the students and all that. We really appreciate that. Okay, people who are saying kindly reshare it. I have shared it in the WhatsApp community. Kindly see it. Secondly, Mr. Raza, the newly created WhatsApp community that is there. So people who are not a part of the WhatsApp community, just share that link here, and people will be able to join that WhatsApp community. So Mr. Raza, just share the link of the WhatsApp community. Only those people who are not a part of the WhatsApp community, only those people join this community. Otherwise, it will again be full and all that. Okay. People who are saying they are not able to see anything on WhatsApp community, I have just posted it on the WhatsApp community. So kindly check it again. I think some new people are joining. So in this new WhatsApp community, okay. So once everybody has joined, I'll be sharing the message again in this new WhatsApp community. Otherwise, in the old one, I have shared it already. So this is the thing. Okay. People who are filling the feedback poll, kindly complete it. And also, if you're not able to fill the feedback poll, you can fill the Google form that we shared. Okay. What is the tentative time of starting the student course? So it will start in the end of June. That is there. And people who are the AI change makers, only when you are able to nominate a student, only then the student will be able to get a 20% scholarship. Otherwise, normally, if a student wants to enroll in this program of IIT Patna, people will not get any scholarship. Only through this AI change maker initiative, we are able to give any kind of scholarship, and that to 20% of scholarship to the students. Yes, Praveen sir, it is a 9-month program. Course fees, as I mentioned, for the normal program, it is 65,000 rupees. But since the AI change makers are nominating the students, the course fees for these students will get 20% discount. So it will be 45,000 plus 47,000 plus GST. So it will be around 52,000 rupees for these people. So that is the thing. People are saying that if I can share the Google form again on the chat. So I'll be sharing the Google form. Just a second. It is an online program, sir, for the students, and it is something that they can manage along with their existing studies. They don't have to invest a lot of time in this program. No, sir. So basically, Praveen, sir, there are two programs that are there for the students from IIT Patna. One is product management and agentic AI, and one is core concepts of AI ML. One program is 6 months. The product management is 6 months program. The AI ML program is 9 months program. So that is the thing. Okay. So the main thing is we feel that the AI ML program will be more beneficial for the students. That's why I'm saying that it's a 9-month program and like that, because AI ML is something that the students need to understand on a greater scale. So that is the main thing. Yes, Sudhir sir, 52,000 after 20% scholarship. Yes. Okay, Jitendra sir, anything with respect to placements? Yes, students will be scoring more than 7 CGPA and all that will be getting placement opportunities in this program. Placement opportunities will be provided. Yes. please share link. Mahesh Kumar sir, you want the Google form link or you want the student nomination form link? Can you please confirm? I have shared the student nomination form and the brochure in the WhatsApp community right now. You can access that from that. Okay. Kindly share the message with the students. Also, we are aiming to do a lot of things to help the students. Okay. Vijay Lakshmi ma'am is saying Google form is not opening. Ma'am, I can see that people are able to fill the Google form. So I guess it's working for all the people. I'll again post the Google form, ma'am. Can you please try it again? Yes, Ritu ma'am, it's an online program. It is something that the students are able to manage along with their studies. So after their college hours, after their even work, they can manage it. The time investment is very little. Thanks a lot, Ankush sir. If you have shared it on the students mentoring groups and all, this is something that we appreciate a lot. That as a AI change maker, you are putting your efforts so that the students are able to take this initiative further, and students are able to learn the AI ML concepts on a greater scale. Surely, Bharat sir will be sending you the student active nomination form on your email ID. I have noted down your email ID and will be sending that. And I can see that you are from HBTU, sir. I am myself IIT Kanpur alumni, 2015 batch. So good to see you here. Shashi sir is asking any particular stream as eligibility for the students? No, sir. There is no particular stream or branch or year of study eligibility or any particular domain eligibility. Just the student should have cleared their 12th standard. This is the eligibility criteria, and then they should be willing enough to understand, to learn the AI ML concepts. Yes, even pass out MBA students can be a part of this. Yes. Dr. S. Kartigai Selvi, as I've already mentioned, ma'am, that the fees of this program normally is 65,000. But since you are nominating the students will get 20% this scholarship, and the fees after that will be 52,000 rupees. Yes, people who also want a certificate for this particular FDP session, the 6 out of 8 is the criteria that we discussed at the start. There are sessions remaining. Then we'll let you know about the attendance. Okay, ma'am, I'll share the attendance link again. I have the poll is there on the screen. If you are able to fill the poll, then there is no need to fill the Google form. But in case you are not able to fill the poll, I am again sending the Google form link. Professor Roja, I can share the student information to your email ID, the message, but kindly mention your email ID, please, so that I can share it. Very good session. Thanks a lot, Joseph, sir. I am happy that all of you are able to enjoy the sessions. All of you are able to learn a lot, and I hope it is creating an impact in your careers, in your fields as well. Learning AI has become a core value nowadays. It has become a life skill. Like 10 years back, 15 years back, if somebody said that they know MS Excel, then they must have got some kind of job, because MS Excel, if somebody knows 15-year back, it is something that's a good skill. But today, if somebody says that I know MS Excel, it is something that doesn't surprise anyone, because MS Excel has become a life skill today, that you should know MS Excel. It is not something to boast of, right? That's how AI is also progressing. AI is becoming a life skill now, that you should know the core concepts of AI. You should know how to handle AI agents and all that. So that's why such sessions become very important. Yes. Nandyal sir, if you have some commitments like that, we understand. But one thing that I'll recommend to you is if you can take this initiative forward and share that with the students, that is also something that will help a lot. Okay. Any other queries, any doubts people are having, kindly ask me right away. I'm here to help you out here. Yes, people who have filled the feedback poll or the Google form, you can leave the session now. I can see you have heavily committed to this session and also to becoming the AI change maker that you guys will be, nominating your students so that the impact is created in their lives as well. Yes, Bharat sir, the session video will be shared by evening in the WhatsApp communities. Can you send us feedback link for previous session? Vipul sir, for the previous sessions, we cannot send you the feedback link. It is session to session based, so I cannot share that right now. Any other queries, any doubts? Keshav sir is asking, what about certificate? So sir, as I told you, at least 6 out of the 8 sessions you need to attend. So in the next session, we'll be telling you about the attendance part and all that. Yes, Ankush sir, thanks a lot to you as well for attending these sessions when we are hosting such kind of initiatives. So thanks a lot for that as well. Thank you, Rabi sir. Any other queries, any doubts people having, kindly ask again. Prasad sir, you can ask AI-related questions to Mr. Varun in the next session. He'll be there to help you out. Susanta Kundu ma'am is saying she liked the background music that we play. She appreciated it. Can we please share a link to access it? So if Mr. Raza, you can personally reply to Susanta ma'am and send her the YouTube link to that particular background music. Next session time, sir. It will be conveyed on the WhatsApp community. Any other queries people are having, kindly ask. I'm here to help you. Rabi sir is asking, sir, please let me know about the target student level first year to fourth year. So there is no target student level that, only the first year student can learn the AI much better or the fourth year student can learn the AI much better. No, this is not like that. Student who is interested enough, who is enthusiastic and who understands the importance of AI, just as all of you all are able to understand the importance of AI. That's why you have committed to become AI change makers. The same way, if the student also understands this importance, then it will be very helpful for the student and it becomes very easy for the students. So there is no particular limit like that. Uh, Radha ma'am is saying she filled a feedback form in some sessions. Okay, ma'am, that's okay. Yes, Roja sir will be sharing that on your email ID as well as the phone number. Don't worry. Dipti ma'am, as I told you, yes, there is the 6-month course as well as a 9 months course. Right now, the link that I have shared in the WhatsApp community, it contains a 9-month course brochure. So there are two particular programs from IIT Patna. First, I shared the an agentic AI program details, that is 6 months course. But I feel that AI ML program from IIT Patna, that is a different program, second program, that is a 9-month program, is something that will be much more beneficial for the students. That's why I've shared the second link for the students. So that is something that I feel student can take better advantage of. Uh, Session music link has been shared also in the chat. So people who liked the background music, they can access it from there. Is there any course for teachers? If yes, please share details in the group. So this particular FDP session that is being organized is for the teachers. And also in future, we'll be organizing such kind of sessions on a bigger scale so that we are able to drive this change. If we are giving you this particular tag of AI change maker, we want you to become capable enough to be a AI change maker. So that is the main thing. Okay, any other queries, anything? Okay. So I guess most of you have filled this particular program feedback poll, and also whoever is not able to fill the feedback poll, they have filled a Google form. Now I'll be taking your leave if you don't have any queries, and if you have filled this particular things, you can end the session also. Meanwhile, Mr. Raza will be here to help you out with any other queries that you may have. Okay. So thanks a lot for attending today's session, everyone, and looking forward to see you all again in the next session. Thank you and have a great day.
G Prasad sir, we will share the next session detail in the WhatsApp community and on your email by Monday evening. So the timing is not finalized yet. So we'll give you the complete communication at the time of Monday evening.